why should someone and why do you suggest people include cheat meals into their new diet system?
So cheat meals are a reward for somebody who's worked hard. Obviously, it's also something to look forward to. So it's this thing that, of course, if you diet hard for an extended period of time and you can't wait to have your absolute favorite meal, whether it be pizza or sushi or a burger or something that's just been dying to have, you can't wait to have it. Of course, it's something to look forward to. But there's more to it than just that. There's this physiological process that your body goes through when you eat a large portion of food that actually stimulates your body to want to burn more fat. So what happens is traditionally a person who goes out and eats bad all the time produces this hormone from their fat cells called leptin. Leptin's designed to essentially help your body fight off incoming exorbitant amount of calories. The problem is when you eat like that all the time, your body also becomes resistant to that same hormone. So therefore it's called leptin resistancy. When you diet for an extended period of time, that leptin resistancy drops to essentially nothing because no leptin's being released because you're not eating large portions of food. When you introduce a cheat meal, you're all of a sudden activating this fat fighting hormone and it has nothing there to resist it. So guess what it can do? It can do the job it's intended to do. So it goes after that big meal that you just ate, but it also continues to work for a period after. So if I've been dieting for a few weeks and all of a sudden I start kind of hitting a stalemate and I'm not really losing weight as much as I should, which oftentimes happens in our program because people get in this mode and they get kind of really comfortable and everything's working and they're not either, influenced or tempted by bad food. All of a sudden, they start slowing down their weight loss. So what do we recommend them to do? We say, hey, congratulations, you've done well. It's time to have a cheat meal. Now, those who listen to us will go out and they'll eat a large meal. Now, a cheat meal should be about 2 hours from start to finish of a food choice that's outside the window of their traditional dieting. So if you're in a keto style diet, go and have a big carb meal. If you're in a low calorie diet, have a big calorie food. There's a little bit of cautionary thrown up to you because obviously if you're not used to like greasy, heavy foods, chances are you're gonna have some digestion problems with it. If you're on semaglutide and you try to have a big portion meal, you're gonna be paying for it. So be reasonable to yourself. Don't plan on eating like you used to and thinking it's gonna be a comfortable moment, but within scope, you're going to have this large meal. That leptin is produced. Your body will break through that meal that you just ate and will continue to work for up to 24 hours or possibly even longer after and continue to go after that stubborn fat that hadn't been being burned coming into that, prior week's work. Or week's weigh-in. So, again, cheat meals have a variety of different physiological and psychological reasons we introduce them. It's something to look forward to. It's something to reward yourself for a job well done, but it's also a way to help you keep losing weight. We will tell people, hey, go have a cheat meal. And they are absolutely terrified to do so because they think the moment I have a piece of pizza or sushi, I'm going to put 3 pounds on. And chances are you will put some water weight on, maybe a little GI bulk weight, meaning like your body doesn't digest it as well, but you're not putting like weight on. It will come off and it will continue to come off. So you have to be prepared for taking 1 step backwards in order to take 2 or 3 steps forward. And the journey for weight loss is always a long journey, right? This is a many months, half year process. Yes, do we weigh a person in week to week to week? And so if maybe 1 week during that process, we take a step backwards in order to take a couple giant steps forward, in the end, you're going to appreciate the fact that you rewarded yourself and you allowed your body to do what it's programmed to do, which is continue to burn weight when you're in a dieting program.
And you mentioned the psychological impact. Is that because obviously the leptin now is going to be making us feel terrible as well? It's a hormone that doesn't really feel great to be in our stomach. That once you're now no longer resistant to the leptin, you're going to be feeling not as great after that poor meal, that you're less likely to want to go back to that meal later?
I mean, I think what you're saying is like you get comfortable not having that heaviness in your GI tract and that gassiness and your stomach hurting. And all of a sudden you introduce this heavy food and your body kind of gets familiar again with this like feeling like crappy from bad food again.
Yeah.
It is eye-opening for a lot of our clients to think, God, I can't believe I used to eat like this all the time. And I can't believe how shitty I used to feel. And I can't believe that this burger and French fries made me not only just tired and exhausted, and now not only am I sleepy and my GI messed up, but I'm achy or I'm having skin problems again, or whatever the ailment was that comes from those bad foods, right? So that eye-opening experience is a reminder of this life that was previously lived, and to a certain point, a reminder not to go back to it. But the cheat meal, as far as the calorie intake and the leptin production, should be a process that needs to happen in order for the diet to continue to succeed.
And what do some of the clients that experience their first cheat meal say when they come back to their coaches?
Either A, damn, that food was good, or B, wow, I can't believe how crappy I felt. More often than not, it's the second. Look, I diet, pretty extensively. And I do look forward to my cheat meals. When you get closer to where you want to be, you can do more frequently. So for me, my rule, I do it once a week. I mean, I'll be honest. Like I diet Monday through Friday. On Saturday, usually afternoon to my dinner, depending on which part of the day, I'll have a cheat meal then. And then of course I jump back on the diet bandwagon come Sunday. I've learned what I can do and what I can't do. But when you're new to this, you think you can push the envelope or your body hasn't been prepared for it. And so that kind of repercussion of that meal can be a little bit more than you're bargaining for. So going out and having something really terrible your first time out of the gate isn't exactly the most recommended. It's like, people who are really addicted to exercise, they have a hard time being told to take a day off. Equally as much, people who are addicted to dieting or have a hard time told to stop dieting. Either one of those things need to have a break from them. Your body needs time to rest, and you need a little bit of break from the diet. Otherwise, you're going to have a slowdown. It's just the way that we work. So cheat meals, congratulations, look forward to it, but you need it periodically.
And it also probably keeps you a little bit mentally sane.
It does. Yeah.